When I was, I suppose, involved in 2014 with Donegal, getting to the final, but obviously not getting over the line that time. But at the time, you thought, I was a 20-year-old, 19, 20-year-old coming in. You thought you were going to get to semi-finals, finals all the time. Unfortunately, life in sport doesn't work like that, so it doesn't. It's been 11 years later, but thankfully I've got the chance to get back again.
Donegal are the winners of the semi-final. However, they have had a thoroughly convincing semi-final victory over the Royals, and it will be a repeat of the 2014 All-Ireland final. Jim McGuinness's team will be back against the Kingdom, led by Jack O'Connor.
I thought we executed everything well on the day, and listen, we were very, very clinical in front of goal and very, very ruthless in front of goal. Meath went for a couple of two-pointers earlier on in the game, and it didn't work out. So once the margin then got to 9 or 10, then we started to pull away then.
Here's McBrearty, get it on the left. First opportunity since coming on, the usual result.
We're here in 12 and 14, and then we didn't get to a semi-final for 10 years, so every year is different, but we just couldn't seem to get over the line, the big games, and obviously getting Jim back was a big plus, and that's probably been the difference of us getting over these big games.
Some of my heroes and some of my role models growing up, the likes of Tomás O'Shea and Mark O'Shea and these sort of boys, Seamus Moyna as a wing back and half back, I would have watched them growing up and admired them growing up. But this present team has a lot of top players as well. No more, obviously. The big talk is David Clifford, who in my opinion is one of the best players to ever play the game. So to take a field and against him and to challenge yourself against these players is what you want to do. So it is. They're not a one-man team either. They've obviously a lot of different players in Paddy Clifford, Sean O'Shea, Joe O'Connor's probably having the year of his life. Jason Foley. You can name the whole lot. Shane Ryan and goal. They're phenomenal players and phenomenal team. But that's where you want to be as a player.
Listen, all the big games come down to small margins. I suppose there's big moments, and there's also the small moments in the games that can define the overall game. Like maybe a minute, in the 69th minute, or an incident in the first 10 minutes. So there's a lot of things now. The game's been studied so much. Video analysis and different metrics. So I suppose we'll have our own ideas and Kerry will have their ideas. There was a lot of years there we probably didn't think we'd be back here, and you're at the tail end of the career now, and it'd be great to win another one. We've only ever won 2 in our career, or in the whole history, of the county, and to make it 3 would be massive. Myself and Michael have experienced winning it and experienced losing it as well. So it's all good getting there, but you have to win it, because it's a great place to be when you win, and then an awful place when you lose. So it's about doing a job now in the next 70 minutes and getting over the line.
Life for me personally has changed a lot. I've obviously grown up a lot. I was a kid that time in terms of football. I was only 20 years of age. Just coming into a setup of All-Ireland champions, I suppose, in 2013. Donegal obviously won it in 12. So when I came into the squad in 2013, Donegal were obviously All-Ireland champions. So it was hugely different. The kid of the group that time, I suppose now I'm one of the veterans, if you want to say, unfortunately, pushing on to the end of the career. But listen, it's been great. In terms of life has obviously changed a lot as well. I've got married and I've a kid in the last number of weeks as well. Wee boy, son of McHugh. So listen, thankfully I've got a great wife in Bridget, and she's doing all that for or for me, I should say. To be fair, she's taken all the stress and everything off me. She's been great. He's only 3 weeks old, so he is. But it's been a great 3 weeks for us as a family. First child and different. It's been unbelievable. But to be fair to her, she's been phenomenal with me as well. She understands how important football is in my life and in our life. So it has been. So she's been great so far, and hopefully, listen, for the next 2 weeks, and I can start helping out a wee bit more then. Listen, to be fair to her again, she's doing the night feed, so she is. We sort of made a wee agreement just with a couple of weeks that's in it. She's going to do the nights, and then after that, I'll take over then.